With key injuries piling up on defense, the Buccaneers needed their offense to step up big, and they delivered in a major way. Baker Mayfield was firing on all cylinders, leading Tampa Bay to a dominant 37-20 win over the Commanders. Stick around as we break down how the Bucs offense carried the load and why this victory might be a glimpse of what's to come this season. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have firmly become Baker Mayfield's team, but key players like Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and a strong defense still play a significant role in their success. The 29-year-old quarterback threw for 289 yards and 4 touchdowns on Sunday, leading the Bucs to a 37-20 victory over the revamped Washington Commanders. Mayfield spoiled the debut of number 2 overall draft pick Jaden Daniels. Evans hauled in 2 touchdown passes, while Godwin and rookie Jalen McMillan also found the end zone. Despite missing 2 defensive starters and losing 3 cornerbacks during the game, Tampa Bay's defense held Daniels in Washington's offense. Daniels was more effective on the ground, rushing for 2 touchdowns, though he struggled in the air. Mayfield revitalized his career last season by securing a 1-year contract with the Bucs, winning the starting role previously held by Tom Brady, and leading the team to a division title and a playoff win. His strong performance earned him a 3-year, $100 million contract in the offseason, solidifying his future in Tampa Bay. Mayfield's efficient outing included 24 completions on 30 attempts with no interceptions. He connected with Evans on 1 and 17-yard touchdown, and Evans finished with 61 yards on 5 catches. Godwin contributed with a 4-yard score, while McMillan added a 32-yard touchdown. Daniels added 2 1-yard rushing touchdowns late in the game, finishing with 88 rushing yards and completing 17 of 24 passes for 184 yards without any interceptions, though he was sacked twice. Tampa Bay's defense also dealt with some adversity, but managed to hold the Commanders to just 2 successful third down conversions out of 8 attempts. Wide receiver Terry McLaurin was limited to just 2 catches for 17 yards, and Washington's running backs were kept in check with only 50 rushing yards. On offense, the Bucs' success was rounded out by strong special teams play, including kicker Chase McLaughlin making all 3 field goal attempts, with the longest being 56 yards. Tampa Bay started the season with a 1-0 record for the 4th straight year, tied for 2nd longest in the league, while sharing 1st place in the NFC South with New Orleans. Wide receiver Chris Godwin led the charge in Liam Cohen's revamped offense, catching all 8 of his targets for 83 yards and a touchdown. 5 of those receptions came on crucial 3rd downs, all converting to 1st downs, while 7 of his total catches moved the chains. Godwin became Baker Mayfield's clutch go-to target in critical moments. This season, Godwin returned to a full-time role in the slot, where new offensive coordinator Cohen envisioned him thriving in a similar capacity to Cooper Kupp. Cohen, who was the Rams' assistant wide receivers coach in 2019, saw Kupp excel in that same system with 94 catches for 1,100 yards and 10 touchdowns. Godwin now plays the F position, giving him more freedom on his routes and helping in the run game by disguising his blocking assignments. Godwin showcased his versatility on Sunday, consistently moving the chains, whether it was a 14-yard gain on a square-in route, or a 9-yard out route, or a 24-yard tunnel screen. He sparked the offense. Midway through the 3rd quarter, Godwin extended the Bucs' lead to 16 points by catching an out route from Mayfield for a touchdown, making it 23-7. That score pushed him past Jimmy Giles for 2nd most receiving touchdowns in franchise history with 35. Godwin's physicality allows him to box out defenders and make tough catches over the middle, excelling in yards after the catch scenarios. He's a skilled blocker and plays with exceptional body control. Known for his unselfish play and tireless work ethic, Godwin was in peak form during the season opener. A breakout season seems imminent for the veteran wideout. The Buccaneers' number 2 receiver was forced out of his usual role in 2023 due to injury. While he still managed to surpass 1,000 receiving yards, it was considered a down year by his standards. Godwin has topped the 1,000-yard mark for 4 consecutive seasons, but his standout year came in 2019 when he earned Pro Bowl honors with a career-high 1,333 yards and 9 touchdowns. Just like Godwin, the Buccaneers' offense is evolving. Under new offensive coordinator Liam Cohen, the unit looked sharp on Sunday, scoring on 7 of their 9 possessions. Meanwhile, the Bucs wide receiver Mike Evans, who turned 31 in August, looked as dominant as ever against Washington and efficient Baker Mayfield, who completed 80% of his passes and averaged 9.63 yards per attempt. Meanwhile, Mike Evans delivered his usual stellar performance with 5 catches for 61 yards and 2 touchdowns. His presence for Godwin and others. Evans' first touchdown helped build on the Bucs' early lead, while his second, a 1-yard catch in the 4th quarter, sealed the victory. Entering the season with high high expectations, the Buccaneers made a strong statement in their opener. After the game, Baker Mayfield praised his offensive line for standing firm against a tough defensive front and gave credit to Cohen for calling one of Tampa Bay's highest scoring games in recent years. Tampa Bay has some very reliable wide receivers with Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. Rookie Jalen McMillan capped off an impressive performance with a fourth quarter touchdown for his first career receiving touchdown. The 32-yard connection between Mayfield and McMillan extended Tampa Bay's lead to 30-14 over the Commanders. McMillan, who shined in preseason and training camp, is now proving his worth in regular season action. As for Mayfield, he's off to a strong start after facing questions about whether he could replicate last season's success. His solid performance comes after securing a multi-year contract following a successful one-year prove-it deal with the Buccaneers in 2020. Tampa Bay's offense moving forward. Even as the ground game seeks improvement, the Buccaneers defense was hit hard by injuries throughout the game, already missing a ton of key defensive line starters. Tampa Bay's secondary took the brunt of the damage by the time the game ended. The most significant blow came from veteran cornerback Bryce Hall. The team's number 3 corner suffered a serious ankle injury and had to be carted off the field with an air cast on his leg. Hall was unable to put any weight on his right leg, raising concerns about the severity of the injury. To add to the worries, All-Pro safety Antoine Winfield Jr. was spotted in the locker room wearing a boot on his right foot. Even though he seemed to be in good spirits, his condition will be closely monitored as the Bucs prepare for their Week 2 matchup against the Lions, a playoff rematch that everybody is waiting to watch. Head coach Todd Bowles did not have any immediate updates on the injured players, but more information is expected in the days ahead. By the end of the game, Tampa Bay was down to just one healthy outside cornerback, Jamel Dean. This forced Christian Izien, primarily a nickel corner, to step into the unfamiliar role of playing outside. Despite this, he played well, including a key pass breakup on a crucial third down for the Commanders. This next man up mentality is often mentioned in football, and while it can seem cliche, the Bucs were put up to the test and passed it. Despite the injuries to both the defensive line and secondary, Tampa Bay's victory was never really in doubt. Looking ahead, rookie cornerback Tyreek Funderburk will need to be ready to step up quickly in Bulls defense. The Bucs are hopeful that Zion McCollum can recover swiftly and reclaim his injuries continue to linger. In Sunday's win, they did a solid job of easing the burden on the short-handed defense by scoring 37 points and controlling the clock. The offense put together 2 lengthy 7-minute scoring drives, which played a crucial role in relieving some of the stress on the defense. If you haven't already and you made it this far, make sure you go down below and you subscribe and you turn on the notification bell so you never miss a Bucs video or any video at all. Comment down below what you're looking forward to most for this season. Let me know what you thought about this game and how the Bucs played. Leave a like as well. I greatly do appreciate it. I'll see y'all in the next one.